Historically, dog-drawn carts were a common sight in Belgium and the Netherlands, filling the streets with a unique blend of practicality and companionship. For many, these loyal dogs were more than just beasts of burden. They were trusted partners, their eager eyes and wagging tails bringing warmth to the daily grind. As they trotted through villages, pulling carts laden with milk, bread, and other goods, they became a familiar and heartwarming symbol of resilience and industry. In 1933, King Kong captivated audiences with its groundbreaking special effects and compelling storytelling, leaving viewers in awe and terror. The gasps and screams in the theater were matched only by the sheer wonder on their faces. Behind the scenes, the film's creators poured their passion and ingenuity into every frame, their relentless dedication fueling the birth of cinematic magic. The legacy of King Kong is not just one of horror but of artistry, where human imagination met technical innovation to create something unforgettable. The Azorian hood, known in Portuguese as capote e capello, was not just a garment but a statement of identity, shrouded in mystery and elegance. Worn until the 1930s, it cloaked its wearers in both warmth and an air of quiet dignity. The origin of this distinctive hood sparks passionate debate. Was it a relic of Flemish influence, or did it emerge from the windswept shores of the Azores itself? Either way, for generations of women, it was more than just fabric. It was a piece of their soul, a shield against the elements and the gaze of the world. At a time when most children ran from chaos, one small figure ran toward it. Lo Man Hung, a 12-year-old boy with a camera too big for his hands, but a heart that could not turn away. As the Vietnam War raged around him, fear and bravery waged their own battle within his young soul. Each click of his shutter captured moments too heavy for someone his age to bear, yet too important to be forgotten. Through his lens, the world saw war not through the eyes of a soldier, but through the quiet courage of a child who refused to look away. Adolf Hitler, the infamous dictator of Nazi Germany, is remembered for his dark legacy of destruction, but before he drenched history in blood, he sought to paint his world in softer hues. In Vienna, from 1908 to 1913, he filled his days with brushstrokes and hopeful ambition, trying desperately to carve a place for himself in the art world. Each rejected painting, each failed attempt, likely fueled the bitterness that would later consume him. It is a chilling thought that an artist's fragile dreams, once shattered, could pave the way for history's nightmares. This collection of vintage photographs offers a rare glimpse into the soul of early 20th century America. Each image pulses with life. Smiles exchanged on bustling city streets, quiet moments of reflection in rural fields, laughter frozen in time. The photographs are more than just snapshots. They are echoes of a past that still lingers, of people who lived, loved, and dreamed just as we do today. They remind us that history is not just a series of events. It is made up of individual stories, each one carrying its own weight of joy, struggle, and hope. Imagine a city with a soul as ancient and wounded as Jerusalem's. Revered by 3 major religions, it has been a battleground of faith and power for centuries. With every conquest, its stones have absorbed blood, prayers, and whispered dreams. The walls of this city have seen empires rise and fall, yet they stand, weathered but unyielding, a testament to the resilience of the people who have called it home. To walk its streets is to feel history pressing close, each step echoing with the weight of centuries. In 1879, a group of weary yet determined pioneers crossed the Red River on a ferry near Fort Abercrombie, North Dakota. The journey was long, the land unforgiving, but their spirit remained unbroken. As their covered wagon creaked onto the ferry, they clutched their belongings and their hopes tightly. For these settlers, every mile carried both promise and peril. The river, calm yet mighty, was more than just an obstacle. It was a test of courage, a gateway to an uncertain but hopeful future. Jayne Mansfield, the dazzling starlet of the 1950s and early 1960s, was more than just beauty and curves. She was charm, ambition, and an irresistible force of nature. Her platinum blonde locks and dazzling smile were enough to turn heads, but it was her wit, energy, and relentless drive that made her unforgettable. Behind the glitz and glamour, she was a woman of passion, craving the spotlight yet cherishing the love of her family. Her rise to fame was meteoric, her presence electrifying, and even after tragedy struck, her legacy continued to shimmer like the Hollywood lights she once ruled. In the heart of Cades Cove, Tennessee, the rhythmic creak of a mule-powered mill once filled the mountain air. The farmers who worked the mill, their faces lined with toil and triumph, watched as sorghum cane transformed into thick, golden molasses, a sweet reward for their labor. The scent of the freshly milled syrup, warm and rich, mixed with the laughter of children playing nearby. In this simple yet profound moment, life was hard, but it was also good. The land, the people, and the traditions bound them together, their stories flowing like the molasses they so carefully crafted.